Morning everybody, Andy from SoCam Europe on the dog walk. Just with a quick update for you. Hope everyone's well. A few of you watching, don't forget to say hello in the comments. If you're watching on repeat, then put repeat in the comments. Gives an idea of how many people are seeing this live. But here in cloudy Kaprun, slightly overcast today, warm. It's going to be a little bit colder up top, but looks like only about 1 hour of sunshine. Obviously tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll have the snow report for you. But today, got a little update on accommodation prices for you. And we're off somewhere else. We're going on a safari. We're going to somewhere we've never skied before. We're going to the Weissei Glacier. So we're going to drive down a valley and then into a valley. And the Weissei Glacier, if you don't know, is literally, if you go at the top of the Kitzsteinhorn, it's a stone's throw across the mountains. Very close to the back of the Kitzsteinhorn, but you can't get to it. So you've got to drive out of Kaprun, down one valley and then in and all the way up a big windy road to the first lift. And we're going to go over there and ski today. Apparently the snow's as good as on the Kitzsteinhorn. It's a little bit lower at the top than the Kitzsteinhorn, but amazing free ride area from what I've been told. But in the last 12-13 years I've never been there. So we're going to go give it a go today, although the visibility is not going to be too good. But accommodation prices in Kaprun, if you are thinking of booking a ski holiday, they have gone up considerably from where they were a few weeks ago. Now this is obviously because of the lack of snow in Austria, that all of the other resorts, some have closed already, some will be closing fairly soon by the look of it. But because of lack of snow on a lot of the lower resorts, people are then prioritising to book the higher resorts and the glaciers, and therefore the accommodation providers have put the prices up. I just looked for one person to stay from the 9th to the 16th of March. The cheapest thing I could find was €760, which doesn't sound too bad, but there was one hotel that came up, €1,500 for the week. That was half board, but that's a lot of money, 1,500 quid. So if you are looking, then, or if you're thinking of coming over in March or tail end of March for Easter and you've not booked, then I would get it booked now, because the longer you leave it, the more them prices are going to go up, the more we have snow and the more that the other places don't have snow. Also, obviously, it's going to be busier than you would normally have, because if everywhere else has got no snow, everybody's going to travel in by the day to the higher resorts. So yesterday on the glacier was relatively busy, but as I always say, Morgan, as I always say, if you get out very first lift, get the first hour before everybody else. You're about 2 hours in front of ski school groups, because the ski school groups have got to get up to the glacier, and then get yourself in for an early lunch or stay out when everyone goes in for lunch, and then knock it on the head at like 1:30, 2. I think I came down at 2 yesterday. So there are ways, but the peak times and on the peak runs on the glacier, if you've been on the Kitzsteinhorn Glacier, the run down to the Alpine Centre and then Langvid goes down to the bottom of the glacier ski area, they're always going to be busy at the peak times, so try and stay away from them. Unfortunately on the glacier there's limited places to go for lunch, so if you're not going to the very top, to the Gipfel Centre, which is going to be packed, then you've got to go to the Alpine Centre, which is going to be packed, and get to the Alpine Centre is when you've got those very busy runs. And them two runs, or the two like tracks that go down to the Alpine Centre, are becoming very bumpy, and where they're not bumpy, then it's getting down to very hard man-made snow that was there at the beginning of the season. It's just being scraped off. Anyway, there we go. Accommodation prices have gone up. The place is very, very busy. You can see all these cars around these apartment buildings here. These are pretty much everywhere's fully booked this week and everywhere's fully booked next week. Hence trying to find accommodation for somebody today for Saturday. But there's a little bit of availability, but it's expensive. Anyway, Andy for SoCam Europe saying hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So report out tomorrow, and we will possibly go live if we have a signal in Weissei later. If not, then we will record a little bit of footage to post up, to show you around Weissei, the Weissei Glacier, and what the skiing is like over there. The light's going to be a little bit flat and dark, so it's not going to be the best clarity of video, but we'll give it a shot. And if it's okay, I'm sure up 32 of you watching, so there should be at least 32 likes. And yeah, bye for now, everybody.